Have you ever wondered where a train's going, how it moves around the country, or what it's hauling? About 1.6 million rail cars are operating in the United States alone over 140,000 miles of track, and it takes a complex order of people and information systems to get them all to the right places at just the right time. Agriculture in Ohio is a $15 billion a year industry, and the Wheeling Lake Erie serves as a vital link for co-ops to transport their product to feed mills and market. When a customer needs a rail car, it all starts with customer support agents. They find what cars are available by their markings and bill them out to the customer's facility, in this case Centerra in Smithville. Centerra is an agricultural co-op, and they'll be getting 4 covered hopper cars marked CEFX, a railcar leasing company. Customer support hands the information off to the Brewster Yardmaster. The Yardmaster's responsibility is to communicate with train crews about where to move cars and how to configure trains, paging through endless data sheets to figure out the best way to sort all the different cars. The yard makes up trains for outbound destinations and breaks down trains that are freshly arrived. Once the Yardmaster gives instructions, that information's passed off to the yard crew, who deals with a yard full of cars like a deck of cards. Meanwhile, the 0800 crew gets on their locomotives, and they'll be tasked with running the Brewster West local job with cars for nearby rail-served industries along the line. Locals are one of the most important but often overlooked trains on the railroad, and while they're usually only a few cars long, they're the direct connection that feeds the massive rail yards with fresh cars to build up mile-long freight trains. The yard crew sets the Centerra hoppers aside just in time, and the local train pulls out of the yard bound for Smithville. Each of the CEFX marked cars has a unique number matching what's shown in the computer, and these reporting marks are a way to identify them. The train trundles west, and once reaching Smithville, the crew goes to work setting out the cars at the Centerra facility. This train operates with an engine at both ends to alleviate the need to run around from one end to another, and within a few minutes, the crew jumps in the Wheeling 100 and heads back to Brewster. The rest of their day will consist of more industry work in Orrville, but back in Smithville, Centerra's workers get busy with loading. The facility outfitted a tractor with a removable coupler attachment so they can pull the cars under the loading chute as they fill up at a snail's pace. The operator carefully watches a camera to coordinate with the tractor, and when the corn rises to the level of the chute, the tractor pulls the cars ahead. Screens indicate the weight and level of product in the bins, and it takes about 45 minutes to load up a car. Nightfall descends on Brewster, and at 12:42 a.m., another Brewster West local job departs into the darkness to pick up the loads from Smithville.
I got 4 to pull out of Smithville. It's gonna be close on time getting back.
In the same move as earlier, the crew picks up the cars and hops in the engine at the other end once their train is back together, heading back to Brewster with the same 4 CEFX cars. The next day, they showed up at the feed mill where unloading will commence. This facility uses something called a trackmobile in place of a locomotive, a little machine that can scoot around on both road and rail, perfect for moving small cuts of cars. The trackmobile pulls the 4 CEFXs forward and spots the first car over the pit, and the crew gets to work opening the doors on the bottom of the hopper bays to drain the product out by gravity. Here, it only takes about 20 minutes to unload a car, because all 3 bays can drain at the same time. When one car is unloaded, it's pushed ahead and the process repeats again. A storm is brewing, but the operation continues unhindered. Within a few hours, when the cars are unloaded, they'll go back into the pool of empties and become ripe for selection when another customer needs them. It's the same song and dance over and over again, or maybe even a coordinated ballet. However you see it, it's been happening around the clock for 35 years at the Wheeling and Lake Erie Railway.